What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. Coming to you guys today with my Clash at the Castle predictions. Clash at the Castle is this Saturday, and I want to give you guys my predictions. I was gonna redo it yesterday, but I wanted to see if they were going to potentially add anything else before I recorded this video and everything like that, just in case anything changes, because sometimes they might add a match or two. So I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case, so it didn't feel like a out of date type of video and stuff like that. So there are 5 matches on Clash of the Castle. But before we get into it, comment down below which match are you looking forward to at Clash of the Castle in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what match are you looking forward to this Saturday. But like I said, we do have 5 matches. This is going to be pretty much sweet and to the point. I'm going to try to make it sweet and to the point. The first match that we're going to dive into and talk about is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending their championships in a triple threat against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. This one, I think everybody can agree Bianca and Jade Cargill are going to retain here. Um, Now I will say this: if they were to take the titles off, right? If they were to take the titles off of Bianca and Jade, this would be a great way to do it because you don't have to have them be pinned. Because I don't think they're going. Whenever they eventually do lose the championships, I don't think they will get pinned. I mean, it's a possibility that they could go that route, but I don't think what we've been seeing, it looks like that's going to happen. I feel like if anything, it might be a situation where one turns on the other, and that's kind of how we get that split and them losing the championship. So I think that's going to be happening. And then based off what happened last night, you can kind of tell Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are not going to be winning just because they tall, and plus they did get the win over Alba Fire and Isla Dawn because those two did go at it last night on Monday Night Raw. So you could kind of see different things kind of playing a part here, and plus you can kind of see that they've been kind of telling a certain story between possibly a split between Shayna and Zoe, because they just reintroduced Sonya Deville, and I'm looking forward to see where that story does go and how she could be a factor into what these two maybe do long term. So we'll have to see how that story plays out. But I do will say Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill will remain your WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The next match we're going to dive into is for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Now this match is going to be probably one of the better matches on the card. I'm not gonna lie to you, and plus the story is been told right. I feel like so far, and I think there's still more that they want to tell. Not really with Sammy and Chad, but I think with Chad and Otis. That's I think the story that they're going with, and we've been seeing Sammy and Chad Gable pretty much been going at it since post WrestleMania. I mean, you look at Chad Gable, he wanted that opportunity to win the championship at WrestleMania, wanted that opportunity to avenge what happened to his daughter and all the pain that was caused by when he was going up against Gunther and wasn't able to finish his story and wasn't able to overcome the odds and get his moment. And it took him turning heel to get to this moment now. And now he's pretty much being one of the best heels in the company. And honestly, they have gold here because now people are actually wanting to see what happens with the rest of Alpha Academy, because we kind of can tell at some point, we know for a fact because we've been seeing the teases that Chad Gable has been in cahoots or talking to the Creed brothers, and it's only a matter of time before I feel like the Creed brothers do align themselves with Chad Gable. And I do think when that happens, then you have a story with Alpha Academy and the Creed brothers and Chad Gable. So I think that's a story that they're going to be potentially trying to set up. But as far as this match goes, you can tell a lot of good stories here. You can have Sammy retain, or you can have Chad Gable win, and then there's a different thing. And plus, he already said Otis and the Alpha Academy are going to be there, so they're going to play a factor in this match and possibly what the outcome of this match could be. One of the outcomes I can see happening, there's two that I think can happen. I can see Sammy retaining because pretty much Otis turns on Chad. I can see that. Or I can see a situation where Alpha Academy do turn, right? I can see a situation where Alpha Academy turn, but the Creed brothers come in not too long after the turn and align with Chad Gable and are helping him become the Intercontinental Champion. But with the little fantasy booking aside, I'm gonna say Sami Zayn will lose the championship. I think Chad Gable will become your new Intercontinental Champion. I think it is time they pull the trigger. And I think Sami Zayn, it's not a big deal, a big loss for him. He could still have a rematch, maybe like on Raw or maybe Money in the Bank if they want to do that. Or you can just have Sami Zayn move up and probably be in that Money in the Bank ladder match because we've been seeing a lot of different wrestlers on Raw, talk about Money in the Bank and them wanting to be in part of it. We've seen Jey Uso, we've been seeing Louis Kaiser, we've been seeing Sheamus talk about it. So you've been having these different wrestlers, declare, so to speak, for Money in the Bank. So I think that's something that I think Sami Zayn could definitely benefit by being part of, because I think a lot of people would love to see him be part of that Money in the Bank ladder match, and if he was in that Money in the Bank ladder match, I wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised if he was the favorite to win, because I think a lot of people would love to see him finally get his moment and finally be able to win a world championship. And I think Money in the Bank was a great way to get him to that point. So, but I will say Chad Gable wins the Intercontinental Championship. The next match for the WWE Women's Championship, we have Bayley versus Piper Niven. This one, I will say, I wasn't as invested in this feud at first, but with that promo that Piper Niven cut, I'm sold. And this is the type of Piper Niven that we needed. I want to see more of this Piper Niven going forward. I want to see her, be able to cut promos like this more. I think not even just her. Just I want to see women be able to go up there and be able to cut promos like that. I think that really goes a long way with them getting over with the audience, and stuff like that, whether they're heel or face. So and we know she can go in the ring, but let's be honest, Bayley is retaining. If I think Bayley is going to be retaining here, and I think what they're also doing is they're also setting up, Bayley and Nia, because I think Piper Niven is going to serve as like an obstacle almost, or serve as like a preview of what Bayley is going to have to deal with come SummerSlam when she does face Nia Jax for the championship. So I will say I do think this will be a good, decent match. Nonetheless, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a little bit of shenanigans with Chelsea Green out there trying to, distract Bayley and stuff like that. But I think it'll all come down, uh, and it will just end. And I think Bayley will retain. I think that's my prediction. Bayley retaining the championship. The next match we got to talk about is for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. These two have been kind of going at it post Mania. I mean, Damian Priest cashed in at Mania. Drew McIntyre won the championship from Seth Rollins, but he got involved with Punk. They've been going at it since Royal Rumble. He could have walked out champion, but he got a little bit too ahead of himself, and it costed him. And then Punk blindsided Drew, and then that opened an opportunity for Damian Priest to cash in Money in the Bank, which he did, and he won the World Heavyweight Championship on that night, and he's been champ ever since. The whole story they've been trying to tell is, Drew's pretty much been telling Damien, you're a good competitor, but you don't deserve to be champion. And then last night they had a match. Well, they didn't have a match, but Finn and Drew had a match. And the caveat to that is if Finn lost, the Judgment Day will be barred from ringside. So now you have a situation. But I think this is, and I'm gonna say my prediction first. I will, and we know the crowd is going to be pro Drew here. Let's be honest. It's in Scotland. It's in his hometown. The crowd is going to be pro Drew. But I feel like Damian Priest will still walk out as your World Heavyweight Champion. And the reason being, is because of CM Punk. I think they don't have Judgment Day. Judgment Day is not going to be a factor because Finn Balor lost. The caveat was if he lost, Judgment Day barred from ringside. But that doesn't mean Punk is not barred from ringside. And Punk told Drew, I'm going to make your life a living hell. He told him that. He told him, I don't want you to have that championship. So what I think is going to happen is he is going to screw Drew over, and Damian Priest will pick up the pieces, and he will walk out still your World Heavyweight Champion. Because I think by the time we get to SummerSlam, Damian Priest will be a face. I kid you not. By the time we get to SummerSlam, Damian Priest will be still World Heavyweight Champion, and I think he will also be a face. And based off the tease we've been getting with Finn Balor, he might be the one to take that title from him at SummerSlam. I know we're gonna probably be getting Damian and Gunther, but I can see a situation where, Finn Balor, if he's holding that contract, he makes it a triple threat and then cashes in and then takes that title and turns heel that way. I could see that situation happening, or maybe before Money in the Bank, I could see Balor turning. But I will say Damian Priest to remain your world champion. And the next match and the final match of the card is for the WWE Undisputed Championship. We have Cody Rhodes defending the championship against AJ Styles in an I Quit match. We knew we were probably going to get a part 2 of this. And pretty much AJ came down there. He was pretty much in his Mark Henry bag, acting like he's about to retire. Cody Rhodes being the face that he is, and not really paying attention to what's going on and getting too ahead of himself, being too emotional, and it costed him because AJ Styles turned right back on him, and then they've been going at it, and Cody Rhodes gave him another shot, but he told him it's going to be an I Quit match. Now, I've been saying people come with their fantasy booking ideas, kind of going back to, I think it was Mick Foley and The Rock. I think they had an I Quit match, and it was a situation where it was a pre-voice recording of Mick saying I quit, right? And some people are saying maybe they could do that here, where it's a pre-recording of Cody saying I quit, and that's kind of how we could get AJ with a championship. Would I be mad at that? No, but let's be honest, I don't think they're going to be taking that championship off Cody Rhodes anytime soon. I don't think Cody Rhodes is really in any jeopardy of losing his championship until like The Rock and Roman come back. I think until then, I think he's safe. I would say honestly. I mean, I would love to see AJ with another world title win. Honestly, if it was me personally, I feel like I love him on SmackDown, but I feel like it would have been better if he was to go to Raw, because I think he would have had more fresher matches over there, and he could have been a great addition to the Intercontinental Championship scene or the potential World Heavyweight Championship scene, and potentially have a world title run uh, over there on Raw compared to SmackDown, because we know Cody is not losing that championship until Rock and Roman come back, and even then I don't know if they would have him lose. I don't see Cody really losing until like next year, like post Mania. I see him like winning at Mania next year and then probably losing like not too long after that. So I'm gonna have Cody Rhodes to remain your WWE champion. But that is the end of the video, you guys. Those are my predictions. Comment down below your predictions for Clash of the Castle this Saturday. What matches are you looking forward to? How do you guys see a lot of these matches playing out? Make sure you super kick that like button. It helps on the algorithm, helps my channel, helps me get pushed across my channel get pushed across the platform, so more people can see what I'm doing over here on YouTube. Superman Punch, that post notification bells, and every time I post a new video, whether it's a reaction video, live stream, rant video, any type of video, you could be in the loop of things when I do drop a video. And spear that subscribe button. We're on the road to 250 subscribers, but the ultimate goal is 10K by the end of this year. Once we hit 10K, I will be doing a giveaway where one of you lucky fans will have the opportunity to win a WWE Championship from WWE Shop. So if you want to have the opportunity to start your collection, add to your collection, or whatever the case may be, go subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free. You can always change your mind in the future. I'm trying to give you guys daily wrestling content. That is the goal for my channel, for you guys to provide more and more content for you guys as well. So go do those 3 things for me. It takes 3 seconds to do those things for me. So please go do so. It helps out in the progression of my channel. So please go do so. But yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. Hope everybody has a great day, a great week, and yeah, that's it, you guys.